You're not in favour then, in principle, of, as part of trade deals with whoever, might be India, it might be the EU, giving their citizens more right to enter than countries with which we won't have future trade deals?
That's a slightly different matter. Nobody's talking about the free movement of people and an absolute right to come. But within any immigration system, you have a certain number of places that are available, and you have a certain number of countries that you feel confident about where you don't need visas at all. So would it be reasonable to say to a friendly nation that we think you should have immigration on the basis of the United States, where we don't require visas for business people coming in for a short business visit? If India were to ask for that, would that be unreasonable? No, it wouldn't. So in a unified immigration system, you still have gradations. You don't say to every country in the world, this is the one visa application that you have. You say, are you coming on holiday? Are you coming on business? Do you want to move permanently? But you slot the EU into that system rather than developing a whole new special system for the EU.
I wasn't just asking about visas, I was asking about numbers, whether you move the numbers up and down in relation to trade deals.
I don't think with trade deals you're talking about permanent settlement. You're talking about people coming for 6 months to carry out a software contract or coming over for 2 weeks for a business conference. The issue with numbers is on how many work permits you're going to get, how many people coming for permanent or semi-permanent settlement. And those permanent settlements shouldn't be part of a trade deal, but actually allowing people to come and do business may be a reasonable part of the trade deal. But I think these are different, because one is permanent, one is an increase in the population of the United Kingdom, the other is simply making it a little bit easier for people to come and then go again within a few weeks or a few months.
Okay, talking of trade deals takes us to the wider question of the customs union and Brexit. In very broad terms, do you have confidence in the government's handling of the Brexit negotiation to date?
Yes, in broad terms. I made no bones about the fact that I don't like the transition deal, but it's clear where the government intends to go. The Mansion House speech was clear as to the end destination, and that is that we're out of the customs union, out of the single market, out of the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice, and the Prime Minister has consistently confirmed that. I think there's been a lot of sound and fury over the last few days on the customs union. There's been no change in government policy.
I asked you if you were happy with the direction of travel to date, because in a number of specific instances, I think you're not. You weren't happy with us not being able to take back some control of fishing after the Brexit date, were you?
No, I've been absolutely clear. I think the transition deal was a bad deal. And I can only accept that I'm going to live with the transition deal because of where the government says the end state will be. The transition deal in and of itself was completely unsatisfactory.
And just on another element of that transition deal, you really weren't happy with the government continuing free movement as now under the transition?
No, I wasn't happy with any of it, because it basically meant that we were remaining in the EU for another 21 months without any say in what was going on. I think the transition deal was a mistake, and that the worry about the transition deal is that the government kept on saying it wouldn't do these things and then did them.
That's what I wanted to ask you.
The government